Brotherhood language approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as Fuck.
And action, bitch. I'm not calling you a bitch, I'm just saying action, bitch.
Quick first word. Black as Fuck would like to offer strength and blessings to Lawrence Paul's family, set designer from Blade Runner as well as Back to the Future. I know he did one, I don't know if he did two, but either way, strength and blessings from us. And that's the first word, and welcome to Black as Fuck. We are at the official headquarters right now, and to my left, we got, you can swing it that way.
Wait, don't, I'm gonna do it, but don't tell me when to
I said
swing.
you can.
I know, but that's like making a suggestion, like, now's the time.
That's all it was.
Now's the time to swing the camera.
I said now, or time.
No, you were like, you can swing the camera. It's really it's not subjective at that point.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Can we stop?
Can we get it over there?
See, again, let me do
Now
it.
I asked.
Let me do it. No, we're not.
I'm
Just introduce him and we'll figure it out.
As soon as you stop talking, I will. You ready? To my left.
You see what you're doing there?
To my left, we have the one and only Red O. Look at the swing. Look at that swing.
It was
smooth too.
And it was on time.
That's why I was like, don't do that, man. Just let it happen.
It's just the next one. Get it off
You
me.
got it.
Oh, it's moving to me.
Yeah, let's see.
And then you can introduce him.
And he was missing for about a month, but Brian, aka Brian Pumper, is back.
Wow, not Brian Pumper. You don't know who that is?
Black as Fuck, we have a
Okay. We just had an LA discussion.
Where's your name, my nigga?
Look. And I got a story about him too. But hey,
Everybody
This
does.
nigga know everybody, Joe. I feel like we should just have this nigga talk for an hour about the niggas he know. I swear.
He was in the club with porn videos showing him.
Real quick, we just had a whole entire story about the one nigga that was in, what, Small Wonder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked up the cast and they don't have him as like listed.
Yo, I used to watch Small Wonder.
I did too.
I not
He
remember
don't
the
have a
black
picture,
dude.
but his name is on the cast on IMDb.
I don't even remember him.
No, I went to the thing
I
because
don't
you.
remember no black
I
dude
got
being on
IMDb,
Small
it's right
Wonder.
here.
Did the white boy have a little black friend?
That would have had to been it because Vicky was the robot, right?
Yeah.
She
He didn't have no friends.
His name
Right.
was Reggie.
Huh?
Reggie.
That's not jogging anything.
I don't know.
You thought that was the selling point?
Right.
C. Scott.
You
Reggie
watched
Williams.
Small Wonder, right?
Yeah, religiously.
So we got three niggas that don't know who this black dude is.
I believe you, but I feel like how did we miss it?
Like, how did all of us?
It was only like 3 black niggas at the time on TV back then. It was kids. It was Emmanuel Lewis. It was Carlton, but he wasn't Carlton at that
He was
point.
real life.
And then
He was the black dude in Silver Spoons. That's what you're talking about? Roger Rivera, right?
yeah, Carlton started out in Silver Spoons, and then it was the two, Arnold and his brother. That's all I'm. Yeah, that nigga. That's the only.
I mean, it
3
wasn't
black-
like he was, he was the friend of the brother.
If he got 96 episodes out,
He
Right.
did 96 episodes.
that ain't
of Small Wonder?
That's almost like
That's
that
what
one,
Trevor-
Wait,
the
hold
one
on, I'm
sibling.
sorry. The person above him had 96. He had 32 episodes.
oh well, then goddamn.
Well,
Oh, 32
still,
episodes.
32 is a lot from
32
85 to
32 is a lot for a black.
He had 4-year run.
For a black, 32 is a lot.
Yeah.
Poor black.
How did we get on this?
Because you brought it.
Yeah, you were telling the story about
It was 96 episodes and then you just demoted my nigga.
Right. You talking about-
Apologize. That's your boy too? That's your boy?
Listen,
Right,
I'm
that's your
sorry.
homie, right?
I'm sorry. Yes. We've been friends since 93.
But he didn't know you had 32 episodes.
I did.
But I mean, you know what? That's actually friendship. That's actually friendship because you gave him 96. You gave him 3 times.
I read it.
What, 2 times more?
You think we can get him on the show?
3.
I mean, it's a multiple of 3, but is it
Hey,
really
the
3?
Small Wonder kind of some gig shit. They got to,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Yeah, we should be able to get this nigga on the show. He ain't doing
He was already, like, that's futuristic shit.
Because he was in a show with a robot.
Nigga, she's basically she's a robot. She's not really a
You talking
cyborg,
about
but
that's the
she's basically Ghost in the
prequel to
Shell.
Westworld. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, huh.
She was the first Westworld.
Whoa.
History.
Small
It's
Wonder.
part of the canon.
Wonder
That'd be
first.
crazy
No.
if they tie it back into that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, they owe us money if that happens. But I'm with it.
Why? Why would they? Oh, you know what? Yeah. They owe us money. Yeah,
Proof of
sure.
concept right here.
Right. So, where's the camera swinging now?
It's gonna be that
I
type
guess
of
it's
shit.
coming here. Hey, how's it going? All right. First up, Disney Plus. Let's talk about what's new first before we talk about what we've been watching. For real. Because I know what I've been watching.
I know what I've been watching, nigga.
What, the Mandalorian?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Mandalorian. But what?
I don't have
I've
it.
been watching nothing but X-Men since the shit been on.
That's. I think that's the
Days of
biggest.
Future Past 1, Days of Future Past 2.
Whoa. They got the movies?
No,
the cartoon.
originally
The cartoons.
that was the name of the episode that they made the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And
Right.
they fucked up the actual movie, but
Oh, they did. That shit is trash.
Yeah.
It's over there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's in the black as fuck archive.
That's what I've been
Watch that
watching.
shit, though.
But let's talk about the Mandalorian.
Star Wars. Yeah.
Gummy bears too.
Nigga, what
You watching Gummy Bears? Okay, I got a
How
question.
you think I got to the X-Men?
Right. I was watching Gargoyles, so like I.
Gargoyles?
I
That's a
got the
heater.
X-Men yet.
Gargoyles is a heater, but can I ask you guys this question? Anything that you guys used to watch as a kid, like you rewatch it now on Disney Plus, did you realize it's now trash? Like there was no actual storyline. Like
Gummy
it's
Bears.
Gummy Bears has
Gummy
no
Bears is
story.
trash.
It has no story, but the music though.
The
The
theme
music,
song.
though. The theme song works.
That's what gets
That's why we fucking with it.
And then we was eating gummy bears back then.
Yeah.
Like that's all you ate was some gummies. Put them on my shirt.
Darkwing Duck don't really have a story either. And I
Darkwing
love that
Duck is like the Seinfeld of
shit. Seinfeld is
superhero
Darkwing
cartoons.
Duck is Batman for Disney.
Right.
That's all he is.
Darkwing Duck was tight.
It was just Duck.
It was tight when we were shorties, and
I think it's probably dope now.
Tailspin was trash. That was a trash one.
But I want to.
That was
I
Tailspin.
haven't checked out Tailspin.
Tailspin was what? Like the Indiana Jones.
I'm pretty sure that we got that in the collection too, right? I know we got Gargoyles. Is Darkwing Duck over there?
Gargoyles is epic.
We do have
Why is Gargoyles not a movie, like a live action?
It was
No.
in production for a long time. Like it was, they wanted to.
Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck. Better watch out. Okay, I was gonna go like, better watch out, you bad boys.
It was a little
Take
too,
two.
It was a little
Take
too
two.
black for me, so it was like, nah, I'm good. I never watched it.
Darkwing Duck.
Yes.
So, did you do any Disney afternoon? You did DuckTales, right?
Yeah, DuckTales. Come on, dog. Like
Woo.
I didn't like Darkwing Duck. That's all. But DuckTales, like
They had a whole
I'm
little
waiting-
duck. They had like a duck hour and a half,
It was
duck
called
2
the
hours.
Disney afternoon.
It was DuckTales,
Chippendales,
Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck,
Darkwing
and
that was the anchor. They played cleanup.
yeah.
Then it was Tailspin at the 3.
Yeah.
Like next weekend, my kids don't know it yet, but they can't do shit the whole weekend. We watching X-Men, we watching Gargoyles, and we watching
Gargoyles.
what do you call it? Woo!
Is it punishment or quality time with the
Well, it's-
family?
they gonna
Sounds
think
like
it's
quality
punishment,
time.
It's both.
but it's gonna be quality time because that Ethan, I know he's gonna love X-Men, but he's never watched it. Logan is gonna love X-Men, and they both gonna love Gargoyles. Cause I'm watching it now, and it's like this shit is still dope.
It's that one I can say now off of recent memory is super dope. Like they always had a really dope storyline. Just like it was dramatic.
There was
as fuck.
layers, like motherfucking characters would go away for a couple episodes and come back doing different shit. Like there was no cartoons doing that shit. Like no cartoons was like that.
It made me want to name my like animals like after like New York cities and areas.
And low key detective.
Oh
her
yeah.
name?
Oh, she was a
Mexican chick with blue
baddie. She
hair?
was a baddie.
But listen,
Yo.
she was low key not disrespectful, but
Whoa.
she was. If this was today, like they would hate her character because she was so flirty with Goliath.
Okay, so
first
speaking of which,
episode, she's like turning his head and touching him. I'm like, yeah.
Wait.
She can't fly.
so did anybody see the disclaimer that Disney put out
For the
before?
old shows?
Yeah, like it was like, yo, it was made in a certain time frame, so you know, like it doesn't reflect the positive or like, you know, like the super forward view that Disney has now.
My thing is they shouldn't even put it on there. If you have to have that.
Fuck that. Put it
Nah,
on.
that's money. They gonna put that shit on there.
Yeah, I mean, if you
I feel like it's Disney. They got
like,
enough
Listen,
people.
this cartoon was racist. That's what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. Like the crows from
Dumbo.
yeah, come on, dog. Like
Well,
I know you seen about everything.
You know how many movies
when
like
I
that?
see
Right.
an elephant
Jungle Book?
fly.
Jungle
I would
Book.
watch it.
Now you give me the camera.
Yeah, we got to get you doing a coon sound.
No. You heard the coon sound.
If I feel that twinge on the back of my neck,
So racism
that racism comes out, man. I'm
Or you just need some relaxer.
I really feel like talking. See, I really want to talk about Silverhawks right now, but I'm not going to do that.
You said Silverhawks?
He's not Silverhawks with Disney though, right?
No, but it was
Nah.
absolutely racist.
Oh, well, we know
Dog, but like, come on. The Japanese didn't know better.
That wasn't the Japanese.
That wasn't Japanese Silverhawks that used to come on in the morning right after Ronin Warriors?
Was it after Ronin Warriors?
Mm-hmm.
It was racist. It wasn't Japanese.
Yeah.
No, but it was old school anime, right?
Nah, it was...
It was G.I. Joe.
The dude that put it together, his first name was Leonard.
It was
It
like
wasn't
Henry-
Japanese.
What am I thinking of then?
Hanna-Barbera.
What am I thinking about?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Thundercats is by the same people, and they're both, they American.
Yeah.
They was just racist.
The only
Having lunch.
The only
Well,
new show.
some shit you could get away with back then, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think they should change that shit.
No, I don't want this shit gone.
It's a time capsule.
Or at the very least, put it all in one section. This is where the racist shit goes.
Racist
Yes.
Wait, no, because then that'll
This
change.
is the 80s section. That's the 90s section.
This is the one commercial show section.
It gets less racist as it goes.
And debatable. Debatable.
The racism changes.
Yeah, the racism just morphs.
It's just-
So it's just not as apparent. It's not as overt.
Right.
We'll take that.
I've been watching this shit non-stop since on the 12th when it came out. Nigga, I've watched everything on that bitch.
It's awesome. They knew what they was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sold. I'm waiting for X-Bay to give me a password. I can't. Like the only thing I know that I'm gonna watch X-Men. I would watch X-Men. I would watch Mandalorian.
You haven't watched Mandalorian yet?
I don't have Disney Plus as of yet. When they find a way to hack it on the Amazon Fire Stick that I have hacked, I'm there.
Why do you nothing?
Why do I have a hacked Amazon Fire
Say
Stick?
that on camera.
Yeah, I said it on camera because
My
again,
next question was, why do you think it's not on there yet?
why do I think it's not on it? I haven't even checked it. It may be. It may be. Listen, bootleggers do not care. Bootleggers do not care. Bootleggers do not care. It'll be there. If you want to find it, you will. I bet you if you type in Google and you put in, and you guys are welcome to try this at home. If you put in Mandalorian Google Drive, it'll probably pop up because you can watch movies like that too.
Wow.
Fun fact.
Thanks for telling everybody.
Episode 4.
Pirates
Black
are.
You're welcome.
Are we gonna discuss the Mandalorian?
Yes.
'Cause that's the only show
Okay, can we
I
play the
watched.
dance game because I haven't seen it?
Are you calling dance?
I'm calling the dance.
I got one.
You want to do it?
I posted it. I think I posted it in the chat.
The spoilers?
Yeah, the spoilers without context. It was like 4 pictures.
I ignored it.
It was a baby carriage.
Oh, nigga.
It was shoulder pads.
Wait. Are you gonna spoil it for me now? Currently?
No, he's doing the dance right
Oh,
now.
okay.
It was shoulder pads, and there was 2. I can't think of the other 2 things. But it was just like, oh, this is spot on. Like, it's without context. When you see shoulder pads, you'll understand. So like, I mean, it's almost impossible to talk about this show without, because there's some important things that happen.
Well, okay. How do we feel about the show?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
We can do
let's
that.
go.
How you feel, B?
I like that shit, but I'm a Star Wars nerd, man. I like all that shit, even the crappy ones. The ones that we know are shitty, I still watch them too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's content you need, right?
The prequel joints, the ones that came out with Natalie Portman and them, the shits is trash. Absolute trash. But every time a new Star Wars movie come out, I watch them bitches too. It is what it is.
I enjoyed it. There was probably a little too much spaghetti western feel in the first episode. But it's John Favreau. You know, I realized it was his episode, that first episode. And it did, I like the way it built, because it did build till it was like, boom. And it's like, oh, hey. You know what I mean? The droid was probably one of my favorite characters. I guess we can't really talk about him.
And to that point, I was surprised how things kept going with that.
Yes. It was funny though. Like that's what, to me, like that's where the show got in gear. That part of the show is when it really got in gear, because it was like, It started.
It was plotty up until that point.
Yes, and I think the second episode kept going with where they started.
See, I haven't seen the second episode.
Does anybody know the release schedule is every
Friday?
Every Friday.
How many episodes?
I don't know how many episodes. You need to catch up and watch the second episode.
I will.
We will.
We weren't doing this.
Right.
I would have done that.
Right.
Yeah, it's they didn't slow down.
It just kept getting. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
That's what's up.
And it wasn't. And John Favreau didn't direct the second episode, so that's what I was wondering.
Now, is he still a part of the? Is this his series?
It's his show.
Is it his series?
It was
Is he
his
runner?
idea as far as I knew.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's a showrunner, but I know it was his idea.
So no matter what he's involved with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Nah, it was dope. I'm not a Star Wars guy like that.
So you didn't play Star Wars Galaxy on PC, the massive multiplayer online thing?
Only
I did.
PC
Terrence
game I've
Cosby.
ever played is Myst. So.
Wow, miss.
Yeah.
Just for reference, I'm a Terrace Kasi Master Rifleman and Smuggler. So shout out to all my Star Wars Galaxy fans there. Yeah.
made a hijack the segment.
Hijacking from behind.
And still on you. Like,
Drinking water.
I highly suggest y'all get if you like episode one,
water.
which took a little while to get going. Episode 2 it starts. It doesn't stop.
I'm with you. I like how the first one ended. Yeah, and it takes place 5 years after the.
Did you look it up?
Yeah,
After Return of the Jedi.
So it is after
Revenge of the Sith. That's what it said.
No, it's Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah, it's after Return. It's before the Order.
The one is 5 years after the Return of the Jedi. The game that was just released.
That's right.
We were getting
Which
shit.
we're gonna talk about later. That's
Follow the
It's in between
follow the
Return of
order.
the Jedi and the Order.
the game that he's talking about. That's where I'm getting that from.
Yeah, no, it's in between
Like
those.
Star Wars.
They didn't. I don't think they even clarified how many years. They just said it's in
Jesus
between
Christ,
those
this
two
focus.
movies,
Sure.
the Force Awakens and Return of the Jedi. Which
Yeah.
is why it's like the first episode. You understand it. It's like okay, things have changed a little bit. Like yeah, so for both sides. You really gotta watch episode 2 because there's a couple questions get answered. You're like, because is it or is it not? It needs to be answered.
All right, that's what's up. Moving on, we got Pixar movie Soul. Jamie Foxx is playing the lead as Joe Gardner. Am I the only one that did the research on this movie? Have y'all?
Yeah,
checked it out?
you're the only one.
Okay.
I heard it was super sad. That's all I know.
It's like a black version of Up. Yeah. I don't know.
So everyday life for black people.
You want me to say yes?
I want you to go with your heart.
Yeah.
And 'cause,
who else is in it? Is it just Jamie Foxx?
Because I feel like.
the lead. No. Felicia Rashad is in it.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Questlove is in it.
What? Wow, this is black.
Trent Reznor.
This is really black.
Atticus Ross. I don't know who that is. I know who Trent Reznor is. 9 Inch Nails. He's doing the music.
9 Inch Nails, huh?
That's
Yeah.
black squad.
Okay, so
Niggas
Jamie's
was rolling
character.
with that. Well, I'm from niggas was rolling with that. Continue, sir.
Jamie's character is a middle-aged musician that teaches like 2nd grade.
So Jamie.
And
Hey Jamie, so if you any qualms, this is the guy.
I'm bad, Joe.
you know what? Just so you know who he is, this is the one black nigga from Small Wonders Homie right there. That's what that is. The guy that did
What up, boss guy?
32 episodes.
Just saying.
Black as fuck. Anyway, somehow he gets an audition to like one of the biggest clubs in New York, an actual club in New York, and on his way there, or like days before, his soul gets separated from his body, and his soul goes on this journey that it has to get back to the body.
Like separated like some
Like Doctor Strange type shit.
I was thinking Night Before Christmas type shit. Like motherfucker getting visited by
Oh no, it's more Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to circle back, if this was a story about black people and it was a comparison to be up, if the would the black version be named Down? Because we're usually
You can swing the camera there.
down upon.
It's called Soul, right? Oh, it's a double because his soul leaves his body, but it's black people, so there's
Ooh,
there's
wow.
another movie that's floating around. It's a Latin movie, Coco.
Coco.
Right?
Yeah.
That's in that over. So.
Oh,
You
is
seen
it?
Coco?
I haven't seen Coco, but I heard a lot of my friends talking about it's dope, and they were like
that's
crying
the
and
Latin
shit.
one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
Is that PC to say Latin? Shouldn't you say
You got a
Latinx?
Latin in the room. You can say it out loud. Continue.
Yeah, but I mean, you got blacks in the room. I feel like you a Latinx could say nigga.
I'm a nigga too.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
Ryan Pumper don't have any Latin in him.
Okay.
He's
This
been in
movie
some.
is released summer of 2020.
Yes.
And,
He's in them.
Wait, it's out?
no, summer of 2020.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm living in the future. I'm going back
Enjoy your water.
to the future.
Yeah. Next up.
I mean, I'll bring my kids. I'm with it.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
You gotta screen it first, bro.
You gotta screen it first.
Yeah, man, you just don't take kids to everything. That's
It's
my.
a Pixar movie.
So,
You got kids?
no, I pull out.
I'm saying, like, nobody's going to see movies twice. Not Pixar movies. Like, ain't nothing happened since Lion King. I'm good.
Is that the last movie you saw twice?
I
Okay. It sounded like that.
They had a whole sequel to Lion King. I think they might have been on 3 right now.
No one saw that sequel.
Somebody did. I don't know who. It's there on Disney Plus.
I've had
The Lion King sequel is on Disney Plus.
It is. Somebody said that they watched it.
I've watched when I was staying with my sister. My nephew watched it every day, and I had to watch it with him. So like I know Lion King line by line. So when Part 2 came out, that DVD came out, I had to watch that every day with him, and it's horrible.
Is it horrible because Jason Weaver's not in it?
No, it's just a bad movie, and they just wanted something. It was a money grab, and if you're not going to do it right, don't do it. But the problem is the way Lion King is, it's set up to be a one-off. So why are you trying to make more money off of it?
You hear that, Disney?
You got enough properties where you don't need to make bad movies.
Plus,
I think it was
plus,
straight
plus.
to DVD anyway, though.
Oh, absolutely it was.
So,
Yeah, I don't remember that going to the theater.
I had to take them to Target to get it.
Tarjay.
Tarjay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, all right. Now we're getting into a tune. We're all right. Spiritual.
Batman movie.
Hmm.
Got a couple castings to talk about.
Mhm.
First up, Matthew McConaughey is Two-Face.
I'm down.
I like that.
Are we okay? I thought you was.
I'm down.
We going one by one.
We'll go one by one.
I'm good with alligator arms. If you ever pay attention, his arms come to like his pockets. You can't stop. Once you see it, you can't not see it.
What was that dragon movie he was in?
Right.
But I
Rain
think
of Fire.
he is like and he's playing Harvey, right?
Yeah,
he's Harvey Dent. Like to me, that's dope. I think they knocked that one out the park.
Okay, but isn't Robbie Pattinson? Who's playing?
The Twilight guy?
Yeah.
Fuck him. He doesn't.
Yeah, I know that.
Think it's
But
Robert.
isn't he playing a younger Batman?
We don't need him.
I don't know.
Because
He ain't
correct me if I'm wrong.
I think you
felt
did.
like
We did mention that
Bruce
before.
Wayne and Harvey Dent were close in age.
Yeah, well, Harvey Dent started out. Is he going to be Two-Face or is he Harvey Dent? Because if he started out
There could be a
as
difference is what you're
D.A.
saying.
Harvey Dent, then he was an actual good guy who had an accident, and then he had a second personality, and they flipped the coin to. So if he's just Harvey Dent, then he's just playing Harvey Dent. But he's older. That don't mean they gonna do what they gonna do. So. I like the. I don't care if Robert is younger and he's older. I like the casting.
On its own, I like
Yeah.
the casting.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good one. Next up, and this is in question, unless you guys have heard something. Collin Ferel,
No, it's not in question. What's his name is out?
he's Penguin.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell is Penguin?
Yeah. At first it was.
That's
Jonah
trash.
Hill, but Jonah Hill's out.
I don't know how I feel about Jonah
Colin
Hill.
Yeah.
Does this nigga need money?
Yeah.
He needs money?
Clearly.
It seems like
I
the
don't
shit
think
we do.
it's as big a stretch as you think it is because they're not making him Danny DeVito pink.
Well, see, I was gonna say, why didn't they just get him again? I would have been fine with that.
I would have been fine with that as well, and I think he wanted to do it too.
Everybody wanted
Yeah, and if he was
a
that
lot of people want to
Penguin-
do shit, then he got to get his own stamp on it. I'm fine with him because.
Colin Farrell?
What's wrong with it?
What's right with him?
Something's wrong with Penguin. Something's wrong with Collin. So like, he's probably the worst actor they've picked. Like, and I'm okay with that. Of a star-studded cast, he's the worst one. Like, everybody's not gonna be knocked out the park. So
we're forgetting something huge, though. I mean, it is a DC movie, so 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be trash. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you cast.
I have some hope on this one. I don't know why.
What little bit of hope are you holding on to?
Listen, y'all know how I feel about Robert Pattinson, or whatever his name is.
Twilight.
But the problem is I only saw his Twilight shit, and all I see is this motherfucker was in his feelings the whole time, and I'm like, that's who he is. Then I start seeing, I watched The King last night. He was great as the French King's son. He was great, and there's a couple other movies he's done that I need to watch where everyone who sees it says that's Batman. He can do other things.
I need to watch The King.
He can act. I was impressed. I watched The King last night. I was impressed. It's like, oh, okay. And that was the same thing with a lot of actors. Sometimes you first hear that name and it's like, nah, dog, that's whack. And then it turns out
Collin Ferel.
Yeah, because he was the worst bullseye I've ever seen.
Yes, that's one of the worst comic movies.
Right.
That's one of the worst movies.
But I will say it like I say it again. The reason why I was one of the few people who was with Ben Affleck being Batman is because that whole movie he was playing Batman. That was not a Daredevil movie. That was Batman in red leather. The whole movie. it was dark and he had no
Remind everybody about what movie this was.
Daredevil. Okay. Where he met his wife.
Mm-hmm. His future ex-wife.
They got kids, so they lived forever. But my point is, sometimes I had to think about that to realize sometimes it may not sound good at first, but you got to give these people a chance. So that's all.
Yeah, I wait for that shit to come out on HBO, man. I ain't going to the show.
But we got a couple more.
I mean, that's the two I got for Batman.
Catwoman's daughter.
We talked about her already.
I know, but and we talked about Jim Gordon, but I'm saying, and Paul Dano.
Jim Gordon is Jeffrey Wright, right?
Yeah, and Paul Dano
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
I think is it LaDono or Dono?
Dono.
Yeah, he's the rich.
Now, where is he from?
Don't get me up. He's Caucasian.
Because you were talking about the castings, I'm like, yeah, I ain't heard of him.
He's not like somebody I know of where I'm like, I can point to a movie where he was in. And I didn't look him up like I've done.
I'll check out this movie when it gets to the theaters. But it is a DC movie.
God be with you.
I don't believe in it. I really think their whole scheme to make money is just to fuck up their own properties. Because they can't keep up with the fucking MCU.
That's what I think they're trying to do, is be the MCU, and it just doesn't work.
To me, the problem is they're doing their best to not be the MCU. They want to do something different
but they have no other plan.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, I think there was a plan at one point, but they keep switching shit. Like people in charge of this movie, shit keep falling through. There was no cohesiveness.
Right.
And the problem is, the best thing Marvel got right was the universe building. They built a universe. That's how you become a fan of Marvel, because you're a fan of their universe. So the problem is they should have just acquiesced and was like, listen, Marvel did it right. We're going to do it the DC way, but we're going to build a universe. And they refused to do it. So, now we into it.
So y'all probably talked about this. One of the 15 shows that I missed, but y'all saw Joker?
Yes.
Yeah.
You enjoy that?
Yeah.
I did.
So you know what you're doing right now, right? You're telling us you didn't watch your last episode.
I was sick and dying. Flu.
You got YouTube on your phone?
Yeah, I got YouTube.
8 weeks.
I got YouTube on my phone.
You got YouTube on your phone.
Ken, you got YouTube on your phone?
I got YouTube on my phone.
Right, how's the water? You good?
Water's great.
I would love to have some of that water. Can you pass that water?
I will pass
Thank you,
you.
sir.
I bet you the water got YouTube on his phone.
My man definitely has YouTube.
This is the water he is drinking.
I actually listened to it more than I watched it. I just put it on in the car when I was taking Ethan to school, because it takes 40 minutes to take him to school.
Wow.
So I just listened to it in the car. I was there. So, but I wanted to hear parts where we was drunk off our asses, when we was talking over each other. It was a great show, but we was wild.
We was lit.
That gin was not nice.
I'll take that water. There you go.
But yes, we did see the Joker. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So,
as a standalone, I like it as a standalone. You know what I mean? It's the best out of the DC shit.
I don't even really count it, but yeah, you're right.
I can't. Well, only because in name you know who he is.
Yeah.
But out of all the DC shit, it's probably the best one.
They finally got something to top Wonder Woman.
Okay, so
You thought that was good?
That was the best shit.
Wonder Woman? Are you being serious? You're not being sarcastic. You thought Wonder Woman was good?
For DC's level? Yeah, absolutely.
I enjoyed Wonder Woman. And
Wonder Woman was trash.
It was gonna be bullshit. I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was not gonna like it at all. And I walked out of there enjoying what they did. They got the real nature of Diana when she was first off the island, and to me that was hard to do. And I know she is literally 90 pounds in real life, but Wonder Woman.
She did look thick.
Wonder Woman is made by the gods. Like, she is probably the most beautiful woman in the world. Like, they're not making somebody ugly, right? And she, to me, they got when you get the casting right, that's half of it for me. Like, the rest of it, you gotta work hard to fuck up. And I think they got the casting right, and I enjoyed it.
I didn't.
What's your favorite DC movie? That's not Joker.
Outside of that one, it's gonna be the Batman series, the Christopher Nolan, the Christopher Nolan Batman series.
I don't really count them, but
I feel like that's the best. That's the level at which I just.
If we are including those into the overall DC whatever.
Yeah, if you're gonna exclude those, then it's the Joker. If you're gonna exclude the Joker, then there's the Michael Keaton Batmans.
Do those count too?
I would say so. You don't want to count anything that's decent.
Your point about cohesiveness. This is how disjointed everything is, because you got the Nolan shit, which is different from Burton shit, and then we got this shit with Twilight going on.
I mean, just think what they did with the original. Like, we had Keaton, then we had who was next after Keaton? Was it Val Kilmer?
Val Kilmer, and then George Clooney.
Those don't count. Anything with Joel Schumacher.
Like, it was just so bad. Like, no, those count because they okayed that shit. Like, they really okayed that. And then what's his name said, nah, I can make a movie. I can make a comic book movie. You know I owe taxes and I'm living in Africa, but I can make a Blade. And no one wanted to do it. He showed people how to make a comic book movie. Oh, this shit is possible. We can make a good movie. Because before that, it was just bullshit. Spawn. How bad was that?
Oh, nigga.
In retrospect, Spawn was horrible, but I used to love the fuck out of it.
But
dog, like when that first came out, like
John Leguizamo was the only bright spot in the movie for me, and I can't stand.
But you like Wonder Woman?
You can't. You don't fuck with Michael Jai White?
Nah,
the Bronze Tiger?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Like.
That's my guy.
Really? Like,
yeah.
Black Dynamite.
He can really kick somebody's ass.
I know, I get it.
So you don't fuck with Black Dynamite?
I'm not a fan of his acting.
Which is why Black Dynamite would be great for you, right?
Nigga and everything.
And don't get me wrong, like, I think Bronze Tiger was probably the best thing.
Yeah, you really are an asshole.
I am, but hey.
He had 8 words in that fucking episode.
Exactly.
That's disrespectful.
He was in 2 episodes, though. You need to keep watching.
Oh, my bad. He got out of jail.
MJW, if you're watching this nigga liked Wonder Woman, so take it with a grain of salt.
A lot of people like Wonder Woman.
You can hate on that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. It was just boring to me, dude. Cinematically, like the way it looked good. Outside of that, story, everything, dude.
It was better than Aquaman.
I sat through
Aquaman was trash, yeah.
I sat through Aquaman.
But it's so easy to say that about all DC joints.
I sat through Aquaman finally. That shit is terrible, nigga.
Yeah.
All they had to do was Thor underwater.
Nigga,
that's
all
they had to
so
do.
Bad. It was like Dookie in a Christmas present because it looked beautiful from the outside, but as soon as you
aspects of it look good. Like I feel like for Aquaman there was way too much shit happening on land.
On land?
On land, there was way too much shit happening. Like the opening sequence was cool. Then it was just like, oh yeah, we on land, and that whole chase scene with old girl, like with the what is it, the black manta motherfucker, like
what the fuck was up with this nigga's costume, man? Explain this shit to me.
They were trying to make a play off of the old comic books and make it look new. Like they were like, oh, he's customizing a car, but it's his costume.
That's what his costume looks like, though. Like that's not.
I never followed his costume.
That shit look terrible to me, man.
Did you want it more modern? You wanted it more modern, didn't you?
It seemed realistic. That big ass head. He running around with that big ass head.
No, it's based off of Manta Ray, though.
I understand.
And he needed more space.
Wait, we talking about Black Dude?
Yeah.
I did not like that costume, man.
Oh, that shit's ridiculous.
That shit looks dumb.
That shit was ridiculous from jump.
But at least they're trying to stick true to the comic book form.
Yeah,
So we'll
never
give him
followed.
that. I'm not gonna take points away for that. But like overall, the movie was just trash. It was trash.
Actually,
I'm glad I didn't pay to
Actually,
see
wish
it.
his pops would have had.
I waited for it to come on
Black Panther
HBO.
pops.
Well,
HBO sponsored this man.
I said that too because I was coming from the Young Justice storyline with everything that was going on. Black Manta and his son.
Right.
And I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Man, fuck that. The shitty movie been out long enough. Say what you need to
No,
say.
this is a Young
No.
Justice
He's talking about the
Oh,
other
okay.
joint. Yeah.
So that's a dope show.
It is.
Anything animated in DC is legit. Like,
Hey,
put
why-
They
why-
put more into their animation than they do.
Why can't they let those people who run the animation take charge of like?
that's why it should be so fucking
Question.
simple.
Okay, good one. What's your favorite DC animation?
Nigga,
I'm pretty sure I know.
I hate you.
Just answer your question because it's a follow-up question. Come on, dog. Just stop it.
No,
It's not. So it's not.
it's. I mean, yes, it is.
So it's flash forward.
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. I'm sorry.
You know what the difference is?
Yes or no? Is it Flashpoint?
Because they have crackhead Superman. That's the only difference.
Is it Flashpoint?
Yeah, because it's crackhead
Okay.
Superman.
So is Spider-Man better than Flashpoint?
Which Spider-Man you talking about?
you said DC.
I'm just asking because that's the only Marvel don't do good animation.
No, I mean
Spider-Verse got it right though.
Spider-Verse is the
Yeah,
shit.
but I'm asking. Do you think
Spider-Verse is dope.
We also have that in the Black as Fuck catalog.
Yeah.
We keeps all the dope shit.
Because Flashpoint
It's
to me
there.
is
Look, there we go. There we go.
You got this, or you got Flashpoint. Which one do you
I
say?
got Flashpoint.
Over this.
Well, I've had Flashpoint. Oh, you mean as my best?
Yeah.
No. I think that is hands down.
Okay.
But
Dude, when they talk about how they break down the animation and what they did in that movie, I was like,
No, the director was on fire.
the feel of the
Who did
movie
this?
is just amazing the whole way through.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was watching real cinema.
Yeah.
Like that's impressive. I'll never forget. I talked to some animators who had just saw it, and they was walking down the street with their dick hard, like they'd never seen nothing like that. They was like, "We're gonna see this again. I'm gonna see it again. My next off day, I'm gonna see it again." And that was when it first came out. Right. So yeah, I got it over. I just wanted to know because we was talking about DC animation, and they usually better than Marvel.
DC animated movies are like the new kung fu flicks for me. Like it's like, oh shit, did you see Superman and Shazam?
Right.
Which we'll talk about. War is the shit. Aquaman's the intro.
I'm surprised they haven't done Kingdom Come yet.
I would love to see if somebody did Identity Crisis. Man.
It ain't happening. Though.
No, it's not.
We getting that love. Like that's not. They're not gonna give us that. It's too makes too much sense.
It's too niche. I don't think it's really big like that.
niche always sells though.
Deathstroke taking on the Justice League is not niche.
5 A-listers. 7 pages.
Nigga impaled Flash, dog. Like that's not.
Started sweating like, oh shit, I'm getting good. I don't want to stop, but I got to.
Yeah, when you that good, man. That's why I hate what they do with him in in the cartoons and like TV shows.
They done made him white R. Kelly.
Yeah, and it's
with a fucking gun and a
he's
sword.
Nice. And even in Titans, where they kind of give you more of what anything has ever done, but now he's Mexican. It's like it's Esai Morales. Even though it's fine, it's Deathstroke.
Yeah, that's right. Save it.
He is Deathstroke, but that's the first time, and it took them a couple episodes. And it was like, what are they doing? What? You got Deathstroke. Just go with it. Run with it. You can do what you want. This shit, you can curse, you can kill. Give us Deathstroke. And it took like his 3rd episode in the show before we really got some good Deathstroke.
Pause.
Nah, man, it was good.
The Deathstroke was good.
Deathstroke work was good.
Pause.
They gave us that work.
The other DC animated movie has got to be The Red Hood. Like, those are my top 3.
Right.
Flashpoint, War,
We have that.
and we have Red Hood. Like,
Black as Fuck. Nigga, you seen? Look at that. Look what we got going on here.
yo, we got the Turtle
We
Band.
got the Turtle Man, nigga.
We got a motherfucking Turtle Band.
Hey, move Magic Johnson and Mike out the way. We got some other shit behind that.
You want me to move to HIV?
Nigga, we keep
Wow.
entertainment in this shit.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
Sopranos.
Yeah.
Never got into that shit.
I'm still trying.
I got into it late, but I killed it.
Is it good? It gets better?
You worked through that?
Yeah. Somebody was like, just put the time in. And I was like, all right, I trust that person. And, you know, it's not as good as people make it seem. Like, when Sopranos was out, it was like, that's the best show on TV. It was never that.
I think it was just that was the first time they were doing that on television.
I think S.H.I.E.L.D. Maybe because it was HBO.
Right.
Like, S.H.I.E.L.D. changed
HBO
the
could
game.
go a different level. S.H.I.E.L.D. was raw.
Like, S.H.I.E.L.D. changed the fucking game. And it doesn't get enough
But
credit.
it was more about the suspense and like
Right.
They were kind of like Magneto. They said they were powerful, but they never really showed you anything.
Right.
That type of shit.
Huh?
Magneto's one of the biggest teasers in fucking any of these
Because
movies.
he could literally take the earth off his axis if he wanted to. So
They did it in the cartoon. They did it in the fucking cartoon.
And a point where the cartoon is always better than the fucking movie.
what we got
Alright.
next?
Halle Berry, potentially.
She's got abs now.
Are they hers? Or?
They're hers. She
She's
showed
got
them off.
receipts,
That she just
what?
posted on Instagram recently.
I think I saw that.
I'll check them
I
out.
may have saved that picture.
Potentially, she could be in Blade
As
a rival vampire.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happens is John Wick 3 happens, and now she's feeling like she's a
She's
badass.
getting her own spinoff from John Wick.
is she?
Yeah, she is.
She needs the.
I feel like that was a good look though. Like, and I really enjoyed
When
it.
I saw it, the first thing I was thinking, I was like, oh, she's getting her own movie. When if she had to, if she lived, it's like nah. They put too much into her and them dogs. It was too.
They didn't put enough into those dogs, in my opinion.
They better do it in the movie.
They'd have to, but like,
We don't even have to see her really. We can just hear her talking and her show a little nipple whenever she come in every now and then.
You want to go back to Swordfish? Is that what you're doing?
Monsters Ball,
Man, okay.
Swordfish and Monsters
That's the only
Ball.
reason why I watched it.
Same here. I used to know the exact like chapter on the DVD and the minute marker, but I've forgotten it now because I've seen many more things.
World, I'm sorry, still.
She's
Yeah.
who's what?
The most beautiful woman in the world. She don't lose it.
She's universally beautiful.
How old is she?
However,
She's legal.
She's what, 50? No, she's 51 or 52?
Don't matter.
Like, it shouldn't be legal to be that beautiful. At
They were
that
talking
age.
about how, she should have finished out her storm run, but they went with the younger girl. It was like Hugh Jackman, he got to do it. Like, why didn't she?
women in the industry, bro. That's the problem. That's the problem with patriarchy.
I mean, I'm
Fight the power.
I think it was unfair I think Andrea Shipp went through a lot of shit with fans, which I think was unfair. But because it wasn't her decision. Like there was people who was like, "You're not my storm." It was like,
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, "Really?" Like
Fucking movie, nigga.
She didn't.
but
She
it's
didn't
not
write
like
it.
these movies were that good.
They were
Anyway,
trash.
Right.
I'm talking about the original ones with Halle Berry. Like
Those weren't that great either.
that's what I'm talking about. They all were trash.
That entire X-Men series was
First class
movie
was-
as fuck.
It was better.
Class
It was
was
better.
First Class was C+, nigga.
First,
Yeah.
plus.
You gonna give it a higher grade than that?
yeah, I mean, it's
What,
think
like a
it's the
C,
best,
B
the
minus?
best X-Men movie.
Okay, it's still a C+.
That's not saying much.
No, it's
Are you
not.
comparing it to the other X-Men movies?
All
That's
X-Men movies are getting compared right now. What's better than First Class?
The animated series.
X-Men 2. I'm talking about movies.
Yeah, but like that's such a horrible precursor. Bad movies are just bad movies.
So nobody here enjoyed X2?
I did.
That's what I'm saying.
But it doesn't hold up well.
That's fine.
I enjoyed it at the time because it was so much better than the first one.
Right.
But watching it now, it's like, oh, this was bad too.
Episode.
It's like the Spider-Man movies when people like I'm watching Spider. I'm like, why?
Spider-Man.
I'm not rewatching those. I'm not.
It's the Mary Jane shit though.
No, it's not. No, it's just like it just doesn't.
You know, I can't stand that. I was so pissed off when they made her Mary Jane. I was like, aren't you supposed to get somebody pretty?
Ooh.
Wow. I don't find her attractive. I'm sorry, I never did.
Nor do I.
Never have.
Nor do
and it was
I.
like it wasn't I get like even Gwen Stacy like they had undeniable chemistry with her and Andrew Garfield. Like it was something that was there that was magnetism. Like it was just nothing, and it was like Toby well, there's a reason why, but Toby knows she wasn't supposed to be Mary Jane, and you can tell there was no chemistry whatsoever. There was supposed to be some chemistry because it's why does she want to be with him? She's supposed to be one of the most beautiful women in the school. You know, she's a paid actress and a model, but she wanted to be with him. Like, I understood why she wanted to be with him in the movie because it was like, oh, y'all look like y'all supposed to be together. Am I wrong though? Like, I'm just talking about the casting. Like, I get it. Some people like her as an actress. That's fine, but I'm talking about the casting. Like, the whole point of Spider-Man was everything goes wrong except for fucking Mary Jane. In the end, he gets the beautiful girl. And they fucked him over because he got a waitress who didn't nobody want.
In terms of her looks?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, the whole point of Spider-Man is his whole life is fucked. Everything that happens is bad. The only thing, like, he got bullied. His parents died. His uncle died. Like, all this stuff happens. The only thing good that happened was he got Mary Jane. He got the girl. And they even took that away.
That was rough. That was rough right there. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So, don't be sorry. We got one more casting to talk about. I think this was announced, I want to say on Thursday. The Rock is officially Black Adam.
He been Black Adam. That shit was
They just officially
months
announced
ago.
it.
They were
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but they just officially announced it. He wrote an IG post on his.
Now, could you, like, I know a little bit about Black Adam because I'm a Shazam fan because of the shit he does to Superman.
So you expect me to know more than you?
Yes.
I'm not a Shazam fan. I can't stand Shazam.
Okay, so what do you know about Black Adam?
the Rock is playing.
I know it's muddled history, which is one of the reasons why I don't like Hawkman. I don't like muddled history. And I think Hawkman,
He's in the movie
he's
too.
supposed to be the main protagonist. So it goes back in time, like where Hawkman and Hawkwoman, they are.
They have a hawk baby.
They are what do you call that? They
Guardian.
cursed. So they cursed to die, find each other in the next life, and love each other, right? So I believe, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but he started back there with them. So it's not like he starts in now. If they do it right, he's starting back in Egypt times.
As a slave.
While they were.
Oh yeah, that's what they were saying.
So and it's the same thing as Shazam, but I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a darker side. Because like they try to make him a good guy, because I think that's probably what took so long. I think Rock didn't want to be a bad guy. But fucking Black Adam is a bad guy. He's not a fucking good guy.
That was my next question.
No, he's not. Like, they've tried to finesse it. It's like Namor. Namor is such an asshole that you kind of have to have him a bad guy because he's just a extreme asshole. Like, nobody wants to be his friend. But he's a good guy. He fought next to Captain America and the Human Torch in World War II. Like, so, but he's such an unlikable character. Now, Black Adam is different motivation, where it's almost anti-hero because he was a slave. He's worried about taking care of his people. He'll do anything to protect his people. But
So why is he the bad guy?
because he will do anything.
Or is because he's a
And when
bad
I say
guy?
anything, meaning like he don't give a fuck if it's babies. He don't care if it's kids.
Why does that make
If
him
you
a
in the
bad
way,
guy?
you in the way. I mean, because that's not a hero.
That doesn't make him a bad guy.
Kind of does. If you killing kids, or I'm not saying he killed kids. I'm just saying he is willing to do whatever.
If he killed baby Hitler, are you a bad guy?
You think Nat Turner was a bad guy?
No,
He was killing babies.
he wasn't that Turner. This nigga had superpowers to rival Superman. Like, you got options.
Nat
You
Turner
got
was
options.
running through bitches.
Nat
kids.
Nat Turner was a little
And-
different. First of all, we're not gonna compare what we went through as slaves to this fictional shit. Like that.
Wait,
Why
based
not?
off of real shit?
I mean,
Why not?
because the cruelty level of what we saw as a people had never really been seen before. And there was cruelty to slaves, but there was a difference of how slaves were treated. They weren't separate. Everybody knew where the kosher was. They weren't.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we gonna get into something else.
No. That was a good place that you were going to.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
like,
lead
listen,
that. I'm
you
trying
gotta
to lead
say
for this.
something. As a black man, I think people don't realize enough that as black people, we are the youngest race on the planet because what
as American black.
Yeah.
Slave owners.
Yeah.
Slave owners.
We've been here before, all y'all
the
niggas.
most successful slave owners in history because they successfully erased us from our own culture and separated us from our own culture. And that's how people as races have pride is because they fall back on their culture at all times. What are we falling back on? We had to assimilate or get laid the fuck down. And even then,
I think a lot of
it
us,
wasn't enough.
I think a lot of us, this is way off topic, nigga, but I think a lot of us are proud because we still here.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that these niggas are trying
and recreating our culture and building our culture every day.
We still fucking here, and they steal from us constantly. I guarantee you, when this shit blow up black as fuck, there's gonna be a white as fuck.
They don't want us to go over there. They need us.
Watch.
They don't want. They love us here. They just want us to be under their thumb.
No. What it is they love us and they love our culture. They just don't want it from us.
Okay.
They love us. They love our culture. They don't want it from us.
Caste system, and as simple as that.
They don't want their black culture from black people, which is why you have all these like crazy white rappers and all of this trap music coming from all these different places. Everything that we create, they mimic.
I don't mind that because like if you're a kid growing up and that's what you're listening to and that's your world, you know, hip hop is literally a religion. Religion means way of life. Like if that's what you grew up with, if that's your way of life, I'm not mad at you for wanting to grab the mic. That shit is one of the most undeniable feelings in the world to rock a mic.
We gonna talk about mumble rap right now?
No,
don't do that.
No. I'm just saying I understand why it happens.
Aren't you an MC?
You an MC? We can start this book right now, nigga. I'm a DJ, nigga. I'm a DJ, boy.
You the sage tumbling by? He's still waiting on an answer.
I used to be. I'm retired.
You retired? When? What year?
Every time somebody asks me to do something.
Nigga, I say the same shit. You should start DJing again.
I did for the 32 Kings Wrong podcast. I did the Skinny was there in the studio with me. I just did the opening.
And this is a cue for Skinny to go ahead and play that for this clip. So I'm gonna swing the camera to you.
We are not prepared to do said thing in a timely manner.
You act like you ain't got all the equipment in the Black as Fuck headquarters to play. You know what, nigga? If you're not gonna play his shit, can we play your shit?
Because he's an MC as well.
We got two MCs.
I'm pulling his shit up right now.
Look, you see the little
I said in the edit. I said in the edit. Just so you don't have to do it now.
Are you pulling up the intro or just
Wait, is it the mix and post? Are you pulling up the mix and mastered version in post?
I'm gonna call a truce.
All right.
And we're just gonna move the fuck on.
All right.
Ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? We have tons of other things to talk about.
Right.
The viewers should know this is the most technologically advanced bass ever, nigga. Nigga, we got everything. It's interconnected. We could play Skinny shit. We could play your shit. We could probably pull shit up when I was DJing back in the day, nigga. We could do all that. What's up? Let's start with your shit.
And moving right along.
Alright, so we got the slave thing out the way.
Wow. Yeah, that's exactly how they want us to do it. Yeah. Just get it out the way. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Never forget. Oh, I mean, let it go, right? That's what they say about slavery. Go on. I'm sorry. I just had a moment. I'm black. It hurt.
What's up, Collin? Kaepernick.
Ooh, are we getting that? Is that a segue?
It is a segment.
Ooh.
Segue into the segment?
No, but I don't think he was going there. He wasn't going there yet. He changed the thing. He changed the whole thing. Yeah, we'll get. Yeah. We'll circle back.
Hero or villain? It sounds like from what you're saying, they're navigating him towards an anti-hero.
Anti-hero.
Yeah.
Are we back on Black Adam again?
We never left.
We just
had a situation. Yeah.
And we all agree with the casting though.
The Rock can do no wrong.
I wanted him to be Shazam, to be honest.
He could.
I think he was in like they thought about him being Shazam at first.
To me, that's funnier. Like some little kid turns into the Rock.
Right.
What they did that,
but I think they were like, did we just do that in Jumanji? Yeah, I was like
Jumanji, and then another one coming out. Yeah.
I didn't see Jumanji. I heard that was actually.
It wasn't that bad. We've got that here as well. Somewhere over in this section.
Shit. All right. Okay. Next up. Well, this is. I'm glad you're speaking, Brian. Star Wars Jedi: The Fallen Order just was released. Was it Wednesday? Well, no, that was Thursday.
It came out. It was supposed to come out Friday, but the niggas that ordered it on The units got that shit the night before. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this Star Wars story takes place 5 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Forrest Whitaker's in it, like literally Forrest Whitaker being somebody.
Is he being who he is?
Did you see Rogue
Oh
One?
no, he died in Rogue One.
Did you see Rogue One?
I did see Rogue One.
That's who he's playing. The dude from Rogue One.
Wait a second. It's after Revenge of the Sith?
5 years
5 years after Rogue One would have been 7.
Oh, you're right.
7.
Okay,
Seven,
yeah, shit is so fucking. It's like, wait a second, was he? Yeah, but he was. Alright.
Deborah Wilson, the one black girl from Mad TV from back in the day.
Man, I used to have a crush on her.
Thank you. You're the only one.
Yeah, he was trying to tell me. I couldn't remember.
She was.
She had at one point she had locks. She dyed them blonde. She had hella tattoos.
Now I know what you're talking about. She needed to hear that locks piece.
I told you she was bald because that's what she did after that.
No,
Yeah,
I
she
remember
did that
the
after
locks.
that.
I
But
don't
like when she was on
remember
Mad
being
TV, she still had locks.
I remember the locks, not
And
the bald
then
shit.
then she cut her hair off. But yeah.
Okay, who else is in it?
Those are the main two ones. Oh,
The kid from Shameless is the star of the thing.
that was the Kid Joker in the Gotham.
Kid Joker in Gotham.
the show. I don't remember his name right now. I didn't write it down.
Irrelevant.
So, tell us about the game. What's the early review? What's the
The
early
early
review?
review, I fucks with it, man. This shit is cool. I mean, it takes a while to level the dude up, but once he gets to a certain point where he's doing all the cool shit and moving shit and running on walls and shit, then it's fun. But the first hour is just like trying to level this nigga up. And it's kind of like, what's the game? The Star Wars, the Battlefront. Like, he move real stiff like the Battlefront characters until he gets leveled up, and then he's doing all the
More fluid.
tricks and-
How do you feel about him being a ginger?
Well, I like that kid as an actor, so I'm cool with
You got a
it.
problem with
If you've seen him in Shameless,
They don't have souls,
Gingers don't have soul.
according to South Park.
Something's wrong with you and South Park. I mean, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying.
Oh, come on, you did.
I'm saying something is wrong with you in South Park in general. It's fine.
Oh, those are just separate.
Separate. Thought I need to clear.
What do you sat there for some? What do you think about the storyline so far? As a non-Star Wars fan, because for me, I like it because of the Easter eggs, so to speak, that they're throwing in there.
I mean,
But
average.
so far,
But I'm not connected to the universe. Like I'm not that dude. Never been.
How would you compare it to that other game that you were having a blast with? It's Japanese. There's a samurai with a robotic arm. You know the one.
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry?
he's talking about the one that I
No.
took
Japanese.
the one that I took
Sekio.
the hammer to.
Oh,
Did you hear about this? Shit?
Sekiro?
Sekiro.
That trash
Chicago?
shit fucking game.
Sekiro.
I thought you said Chicago.
Water.
Speaking of water,
Well, in comparison, well, I would say his game. I mean, but I'm into that shit. I like the difficulty of the game. I don't think
I'm a story.
that's not even. Sekiro's much more of a difficult game as opposed to that. That's for the kids. That's for people.
Wow, you called a grown man a child.
He did call me a kid.
He called you a man
He
child.
called me a kid like I don't have a
What's the
bag.
glass, bro? What, is that a Hulk mug you're sipping from?
Nigga, you clowning.
Are you using that as a-
right now?
I'm not clowning you. I'm just having a conversation.
She's calling you.
He called me a kid because I don't fuck with Sekiro. That trash ass piece of
What
shit.
did you
fucking
do to the game?
I will tell you exactly what I did. I warned this nigga too. We playing it right there, show screen. See that big ass screen? We sitting here, we playing this shit, and the game was on some bullshit. I was like, Skinny, you better take this motherfucking game away. I was willing to give him the game for free. For free. The game is full of shit, nigga. It got to the point. So I poured it out. I sat it on the floor. I'm like, nigga, this is your last chance. Take this fucking game.
Time out. No. Wait. After he pulls it out on the floor,
Pause.
I'm getting a drink. He comes in there, he opens a drawer and pulls out a little red hammer.
Yes.
And he says,
Skinny, take
you want this game or not? And I say, nah, I'm good. He's like, all right, that's it. He sits back down in that seat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was getting his ass beat by a boss. This huge.
Was it the giant Abe with no head?
No, I didn't even get that far.
It was a giant that had the.
It was the first boss, nigga. The first boss. The nigga that had the big nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
The first level.
So wait, you didn't beat the game?
He didn't beat that
I
boss.
beat
right?
the game. I beat the game.
Beat the shit out of it.
I fucked that game up, nigga. I ain't playing with tape.
In pieces.
He couldn't beat the boss, that boss. So he was done with that boss. But he was retreating back to where he came from. But he didn't beat that boss either. And there's a boss before that one that looks just like Chow Yun Fat from Killer. But he's got the crouching tiger hidden dragon shit on. And that's who killed him. So then he went back into the kitchen, got the red hammer for the game he landed on the floor, and just started bopping it like this until the shit shattered into pieces.
I asked him,
He did ask you if you wanted it.
I asked him if he wanted it.
You could have saved the game.
Nigga, you could have saved it.
He
All you had to do was
premeditated
say
that
you
murder, is what I'm saying.
It was definitely premeditated.
Nigga, I'm the Joe Pesci of this black as fuck shit. Nigga, don't fucking play. I asked you 3 times, Skinny, do you want the game? Nah, bro, I'm cool. I got too much to do. I ain't got time to play it right now. I'm like, nigga, catalog it, put it away. He didn't want to take that shit, so the shit is not there anymore. It's gone.
But Chow Yun Fat really, that's what really.
Chow Yun Fat pissed me the fuck off.
Didn't he have a show?
A show?
Yeah, like it's his version of Walker Texas Ranger, or am I thinking of somebody else?
He had
Sammo Hung?
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Or Simeon was on that show one time. But that's what I remember that.
Yeah, that's it.
So as far as Fallen Order is concerned,
I think that's a more
It's a more fun game.
contemporary game.
Easier.
it has nothing to do with it being easy.
Oh, yes, it does.
I'm a
I haven't seen
writer.
the
What difficulty are you playing on?
I'm a writer. You start with difficult. It's on the hard. You saw me.
Yeah, I know. Because we talked
Nigga,
about it.
So it's an easy hard game.
It's not about it being an easy
They-
hard game. Because I
they
got no
disrespect
nigga. Because
the
you've seen them. I've died multiple
They
times in this
disrespect
shit. I get fucked up in this shit too. But the difference is with that other shit, nigga. The other shit was too much. It was too fucking much.
Is it because you're dying?
You died on the tutorial level, nigga. For real. I'm gonna give you $60 and I'm dying on the tutorial level, nigga. Come on, man.
Get gooder.
Get gooder.
Get
Fuck
gooder.
that game, nigga. Fuck
Wait.
that
Wait. So, do you think that maybe you're fine with playing a harder difficulty and dying multiple times because you're a fan of the series?
That could be it.
So you might be a little bit biased towards it.
You know I got a little
Probably.
bias.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, good point.
But either way it goes, that game died because of this nigga. He had a chance to say it.
No.
You were right there. You were 5 feet away from
You
me.
said
You told me you were enjoying the game because I saw the box there and I was like, oh, how are you enjoying the game? Because I remember when it came out and then everybody was playing, I was like, yo, how you liking the game? He's like, this shit is crazy. This shit is difficult.
You couldn't say
And I don't know if you guys know that, but this guy,
he's gonna take the red hammer and smash it.
If I tell you I'm gonna smash it, why wouldn't I smash it? I'm telling you I'm gonna do
Because
it.
you had paid $60
Nigga, what's $60? Have I ever said I'm gonna do something and not do it? Niggas know me. When I say I'm gonna do some shit, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm like, I'm gonna break this
Including
motherfucking game.
smashing games with a little red hammer.
Nigga.
He said he
obviously he has a little red hammer just for games. Because I
No,
don't.
actually, it's a hammer for breaking ice. But
Okay.
it fucked that game up. Fuck Sakuro. How you say it? Sakuro? Fuck that shit, nigga. If they come out with a part 2, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna break that shit. Fuck that shit.
Yo.
Oh, man.
And moving on.
The game looks decent. It reminds me of Uncharted.
Really?
Moves.
The way he moves, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Environments and things like that. I mean, it's cool watching, the Jedi get better. I don't think there's a Sith side at all, right? There's no sort of like.
Well, the last game was Sith.
If he can go evil, I don't know. I mean,
There's always a thing where I think you can go to either side, but I haven't seen anybody that far ahead in the game
Right.
where you can make that decision. But it's like predetermined right now where you're a Jedi. Like even the Kyber crystals that you pick are like green and blue, and that's indicative of being light or dark. So that's two choices right there. So
Next game, another shit you're playing.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
oh my
This
god,
is a fucking movie.
Death Stranding. Man,
The cast: Norma Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen,
Wow.
Sarah Margaret Qualley, Lindsay Wagner, Bionic Woman's in it. Guillermo del Toro was in it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, like this is an actual interactive movie.
That sounds dope.
that shit is dope.
You're in, oh, okay.
It's a Kojima title.
Well, see, I fucks with Coach hard.
As do I.
Hard
Yeah.
Metal Gear shit.
Another Zoe, Zone of the Enders. God damn that game. Tell us about the game, Brian. What you think?
Well, the basis of it is you just transporting shit back and forth. But for whatever reason, that shit is enjoyable as fuck.
How much game have you done, and how much listening have you actually done so far?
It's more cutscene than anything else. It's more story than anything else. But because the story is good, it's doable. You know, I'm a story person, so
Right.
the
That's
story
why I couldn't fuck with it.
is weird, and you're still trying to figure out exactly what's going on. But at this point, it is interesting. And I think I played maybe 45 minutes of actual gameplay.
That's
The
it?
rest of it is story.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
long ass cutscene. It works for me so far. Well, we'll see. I probably won't fuck with it till we done with this Jedi shit though. So
All right. Moving on. Colin Kaepernick.
Whoa, we made it.
We made it. We actually made it.
What?
And we got the right people for this too, by the way.
Oh yeah, because these two were arguing last time.
Previously,
that's
on
what
Black as
that's
Fuck.
what they want us to do.
Right.
Man, we know what's up, man.
But you
Walter
guys,
Malcolm.
which one too?
It depends on the day. Rose and switch.
I feel like y'all both.
Nigga, right?
Y'all both Malcolm.
They sometimes.
I'm El Haj at least, nigga. I went on the Mecca.
Sometimes they call me Red O. Sometimes they call me Righteous O.
Was Redo your rapper name?
No.
What was-
Skinny gave me the name Red.
What's your rapper name?
I was just Big O.
Okay, so not that far off. 3 letters and then a actual letter of the alphabet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I mean, and I don't want to pretend like I was pursuing a rap career. I was just around a gang of cats who were, and I've been in the studios with a lot of people, names that people would know. But rapping was never hard for me.
30 for 30 rap.
It's more about just, being motivated to do it. When it's flowing, to this day still, some days I'll be in the car driving and just start put my recorder on my phone and just start going.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, sometimes
What's
it be
up,
like
man?
that.
I think we need to do a Black as Fuck album. You know what I'm saying? I said album, I'm dating myself, nigga. Black as Fuck album, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get them gutter ass beats, nigga.
They were like, what? Album?
Album, nigga.
What's that? Everybody's putting out
Executive
EPs.
producer, Suge Light.
Oh, wow.
You
Wow.
know, niggas is talking about comic books, talking about the movies, not dancing in the video.
All right, so circling back, Colin Kaepernick. Last time you were
had
talking
his
about.
workout today.
Yes.
Apparently, there was some hustle to having the workout.
What you mean?
He was supposed to have it in Atlanta at 3 o'clock. They ditched that, him and his agent, and went to a secret spot to have
It wasn't secret.
It wasn't secret. So what it was is he wanted it to be broadcast so
Right,
everybody could see the workout.
He didn't want
He didn't want it to be closed.
secret.
Right.
Right.
He wanted
So people,
saying
so if he fucked up on it, everybody could be like, "Yo, you fucked up on his shit." Like, "Oh, his workout looked really good."
Everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And he has zero reason to trust them.
Exactly.
Right, but he got it done.
How did he do? Was it good?
The workout
I
looked
didn't
good.
see it.
It was good?
I didn't
Small
see it.
sample
I
size.
watched it. He's always had an arm. Everything's on a frozen roll. And he looks, at his age, he looks like when, he last played. Like, he threw some deep passes, and it's like, okay, his arm is still there. He threw some out routes. Oh, his arm is still there. And you can see he's still as physically gifted as he always was. It's like, even Adam Schefter tweeted, like, yeah, his workout was amazing. Like, when you got people who were watching it or raving about it, it's like, okay, he did the right thing, in my opinion, because the rumor is that part of the problem was, like, everybody's talking about pushing Jay-Z. Jay-Z pushed him to do it.
Mhm.
But what the rumor is, which I don't know if it's true, is that if he can come up, now that he's went through he didn't really sue him. He went through arbitration because he can sue them for ongoing collusion. He could sue them actually now if they didn't give him a
That
workout.
was Yeah, and I heard about that, and I heard that was part of the reason why NFL could potentially making the moves they were making.
Right, they was trying
to avoid
they wanted him to sign paperwork that would avoid any other lawsuit.
Moves
and he was not having it.
Sounds like a business to me.
Right, and which is right, I get it, but they controlled everything. They, they started getting. They started getting criticized, so they started hustling to get teams there. But at first, it was like 4 teams only coming because they told them Tuesday for Saturday. Like, this wasn't. It was so haphazardly put together. It was just weird and it was uncomfortable. So, like, if you're gonna do this, what's the difference of having it aired? What's the difference of having the people he wants there? What's the difference? You're gonna have people there watching his workout. It doesn't matter. I truly think if they would have just not tried to do the flim flam, he would have did it in Atlanta instead of doing it at a high school field.
Ballpark figure, how many quarterbacks we got out there right now that Cap is better than?
12.
I can name one right now for sure because I watch this nigga every week.
At least 12.
He's top 40.
Easy.
Yeah, because there's 32 starting. You can't. I don't know if I can name 10 backups better than him.
So you think he been out the game for a minute, so he would have to be a backup.
Yeah, I don't. But see, here's the thing. Kaepernick, he hadn't said anything, but he's never said I want to be a starter. Like, I'm sure he wants to be a starter. He want to play football. He want a job, and he feels that he should be able to get a job. And so there are all these negative things that were just narrative-wise pushed out by the NFL, and he's trying to keep control of the narrative. And NFL realized it, which is why they put out that statement in the end. But they win if his workout is bad. But by all purposes, even the people who had some criticism, it was still a good workout.
All right, he did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
And proved that he was good enough to still play.
Were the Bears there?
I don't believe so.
Why not?
Because
we need a motherfucking quarterback, nigga. We need a quarterback.
He'll never play at Soldier Field.
I understand that.
Well, that's why they weren't there.
Why would he never play?
Because it's Soldier Field.
I don't know.
Like, the president made it about the flag. The president made it about the army and disrespecting soldiers. It's Soldier Field. And it's Illinois. I'm a Chicago Bear fan. I never lived in Illinois. You've lived in Illinois. So you have to know that there are a gang and there's a lot of Trump supporters in Illinois.
Trump supporters aside, man, Chicago people, a lot of people don't understand how inherently racist Chicago as a city is, inherently segregated.
It's in the north, but they were still segregated.
The dailies, nigga, during the 60s, come on, man. Like,
we could do a whole show just on Chicago.
We could do a whole show on the history of Chicago sports, and how that shit was very, 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 very fucking racist.
Kaepernick would never play for the
But
Chicago
let's say in a perfect world, Cap could easily be on the Bears.
Yeah.
He probably perform a lot better than Biscuit.
What's his name?
Trubisky. For the niggas that don't know, we call that nigga Biscuit.
I'm like, Biscuit. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Alright, Biscuits ain't doing shit this year.
I
watch
throw away.
Nigga, I watch right. 2-day-old Popeyes biscuits.
Right. Not the fresh ones.
Nigga.
I mean,
he's the one you left out on the stove.
I mean, I truly believe you don't go after him anyway because you can go get what's his name in New Orleans? Back up.
Teddy.
Like, Teddy is that's the only person. They're not trading for Cam because we traded for Mac. We don't have a lot of trade. So, and for some reason we never end up getting compensatory picks. So we need to sign somebody. So if New Orleans decides to say, listen, I doubt they do my man like that, but if they say, Teddy, you're the guy going forward, we go after Drew Brees.
Well, but that ain't gonna happen.
Cap is good enough to play in the league.
I don't think you know how much they're gonna pay.
But Cap is good enough to play in the league.
Absolutely, he's good enough.
Yes, all day.
That's what he showed today, and it was public. Hugh Jackson ran the.
He did not.
Because that was the one for the league.
Yes, and Hugh Jackman still wants a job in the league, so he didn't really. And plus, it's an hour away. He didn't tell everybody to, and so that was their excuse for not being able to do it. But I don't think Hugh Jackman was allowed to do it because I'm assuming he was doing it as an employee of the NFL.
So you keep up with this shit better than me. And I was reading something about Jay having something to do with these workouts.
Well, they were saying that he may have something.
This is how you know it's bullshit. Like, it's the may have, probably, could have. Like, if Jay has something to do with it, it would be out there. It would be somebody. It wouldn't be Jay saying it, but it would be Jay's man. It'd be somebody's man. Get your mans in there. Like, you know what I mean? And then they came up with some bullshit that said Jay should push Roger Goodell to do it because he took a bullet to his reputation when he joined with the NFL. And I know that's bullshit because the NFL was doing this so he can't sue their ass no more. Shit ain't had nothing. It may have had, I don't know. But I'm thinking the way the NFL moves, they were thinking business wise. They need to get this shit out because it's going to be continual, collusion. So he can actually sue them now. He ain't got to take the $10 million, the $1 to $10 million they made him take through arbitration. He can actually sue them if he doesn't get a job.
So homie does the workout. He had a certain number of teams come check him out.
There were at least 8 teams
He's
at the actual
clearly
workout.
good enough to be in the league. So at this point, if he does not get signed by some place, he still can sue.
Yes. Because he didn't sign that bullshit paperwork.
Somebody's got to sign the nigga.
No.
No, they don't.
The league and the teams are 2 different things.
So the league don't give.
He got insurance.
The teams are protected by the league. This is a league problem.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
Because there was one executive who told Adam Schiff, was like, dog, his arm still looks like the same speed he had when he came out of college. You hearing that? Like, there's no reason, and he's still fit. Like, he's bigger now than he was because he's been lifting weights for 3 years. Like, he was super skinny, looking like, was it Mad Pie?
Talking about the goon from Popeye?
The Goon, yes.
That used to drag his knuckles on the
You
ground?
telling me he don't look like the Goon?
No, I'm not telling you. I'm telling you.
I fucks with Captain
what the fuck he was talking about.
But he
looked just like the goon.
Yes, and that's unfortunate.
This nigga's alright.
Right, out here just calling Cap a goon.
I mean, he can talk shit about me too. I'm fine. Like, we cool like that. It's fine, nigga.
You ain't cool like that?
No, but we will be.
Alright.
I got you back when other motherfuckers don't. I think you're doing the right thing.
Who would be the one team to sign him if, like,
Patriots. Bill Belichick. I mean, but you Philadelphia.
we were there. We had a high-ranking official there too.
You were where?
Philly.
Oh, where? Oh, you said we and it threw me off.
Because that's my team.
I get it. There are teams that need backups. Arizona.
You shitting on Brett Hundley? That's what you're doing?
Yes.
It came from your school though.
So so did Miami. What's his name?
Rosen.
Josh Rosen. The fuck? Like a bad quarterback's a bad quarterback. Josh McCown was awesome in not Josh McCown. Cade McCown was awesome in college. He was one of the worst Bears quarterbacks to ever live. And that's saying a lot because we've had some sucky ass issues.
When you piss off your entire starting offensive line, that's what happens. That's Cade McCown.
Yeah, I get it.
So, do we discuss homeboy getting slapped with his own helmet? I really want to talk
Oh man,
I mean,
that's black as fuck.
That's black as fuck.
That's black as fuck.
So there's a bunch of stories out there about this, and apparently, these two get into the scuffle. Homie was trying to stomp him in the nuts.
Ain't no try.
And was trying to pull his helmet off and all this shit.
Mason Rudolph is the instigator of
right, he started the fight, right?
Who you run up on. First of all, what's his name is a gentle giant. Like, he reads books, he does poetry. He's not one of these dudes who's losing his shit. When I saw it, I was like, oh, Mason called him a nigga because he follows Trump. He follows Tommy Lauren.
Yeah.
Mason
like,
does?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, he called you a nigga, didn't he?
He called him a nigga.
But that's before I saw.
But even still, like,
it
was perpetuated by.
You the quarterback. What you doing, man? You can't go at this man like that. You better let your lineman do it.
Dude, right?
Yeah.
He's a little dude.
Hey, come on.
Then he got on the podium and was like, that was Bush League. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you started this shit. You was attempting to take his helmet off.
Right, out the gate.
Out the fucking gate. Why are you kicking this motherfucker in the nuts?
See, but come on, man. This happens in all realms, don't it? They come at you.
Oh my God, I can't believe
they
it.
Poke you, then you jump on them, and then all of a sudden you the angry nigga, you the aggressive one.
I'm not even mad at the punishment for Myles Garrett.
I am.
But homeboy should be out too.
He should be suspended.
He just getting a fine.
He got a fine.
I'm mad at
Yeah, but he's not suspended, bro.
He
should have been suspended.
He should be
comparable,
out. Yeah.
And I think he's going to win his arbitration for the suspension. There are comparable fines where somebody, I forgot who it was, this video dude jumps on Gronk. Jumps on a dude who was on the ground, elbowed him in the head, gave him a fucking concussion. After he was already on the ground, you can see Gronk like look around like, yeah, he gave him a wrestling move. Gave dude a concussion. He got 1 game suspension. He gave him a concussion. Rudolph don't have a concussion. It may have looked bad, but it wasn't worse than what Gronk did.
Was the dude that Gronk fucked up, was he black?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Still, he got a case for arbitration. And that's why they did it. They did it indefinitely because they know in arbitration he's not gonna be out indefinitely. It just looked bad because it was on a Thursday night game.
I think they said indefinitely because they really don't know how much they want to suspend him and how much they actually can.
Right, and indefinitely is a good thing easy thing for them to do because it's never indefinite. Right, you know he's not one of these bad actors.
He has nothing on his profile.
Yeah, he's done everything. To promote the league.
Now, in terms of the season, though, like if you've been watching Browns games, most penalized, tons of flags, very undisciplined.
The Browns.
Freddie Kitchens.
The Browns. They had a coach who had them winning last year. I mean, Greg Williams, right?
Yeah. With the same team, essentially.
Yeah. Who Freddie Kitchens wasn't the head coach, right? He was OC. You know why? Because Greg holds people accountable. He don't want to be your fucking friend.
Greg is paying motherfuckers to go break.
But my point, as a coach,
so of course he's taking.
As a coach, their quarterback needs somebody who holds him accountable. Somebody who can talk to everybody on that team and everybody know he's with the shits. And that's Greg. Like you hire somebody who wants to be what's his name's friend. What's the quarterback? Mayfield. You want to be even more interested in being a friend than being a head coach. Like Mayfield needs to be told about himself.
Brian.
He ain't done shit in this league.
How many games do you think Myles gets?
I don't think he's getting it. He's just getting a fine.
Not Myles Garrett.
No, Myles
right now he's suspended
now.
Mason. Mason. I'm sorry. I'm zoning out. He's out for the remainder of the season, I think.
Right now.
I think that's what they're going to do.
The status is indefinite. So it could be,
I'm thinking
like I said, as many games as possible.
I'm thinking at least a season.
How many games left is there? 4? 5?
6, isn't it?
6 games? I doubt he gets the whole season. He can't get 6 games.
You think it'll be less than 6?
Yeah, I think it should be.
I'm looking
at his first action. There are people who've done worse and gotten less time.
It also depends on what the NFLPA does. Like how hard do they go?
Who are these people who did worse though? Who are these people who did worse? What they look like?
It don't matter. We in arbitration like that has to count.
Come on, man.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. He shouldn't get more than 4 games.
Cap ain't played in the league in how long? Just because he kneeled for
he
black
should.
people.
He shouldn't get more. I'm not saying he. Of course,
but
they can get more.
Let's just look at the uneven scales here.
Right.
Cap ain't played in 3 years.
Yeah.
For basically talking about niggas
Kelly
getting
was
shot
still
by
in the
cops.
league.
That was it. Ben Roethlisberger has raped how many bitches?
2.
He's still playing. You got niggas out here who are bad apples, who beat their wives, black, white, whatever.
I mean,
shit, all kinds of wild shit.
Wow. And
they doing all kinds of wild shit and they still allowed to play.
Yeah.
So we already know that the game ain't even with that shit. So I'm thinking at least the end of the season for dude to make a fucking example.
I don't think
at least.
If he gets in.
And then the little pussy ass quarterback, that nigga, he's only getting a fine.
All he's getting is a fine.
He needs to get hit in the face again with the fucking helmet. I'll do it.
I don't feel like he got hit like he should have got hit, and he pressed him after the lineman was already like holding him back and pulling the other dude back. And it's like, dude, you got 3 people on you, and you still got this dude who tried to pull off your helmet, kicked you in your shit, and is like still coming at you like what you supposed to do.
He started the shit,
He perpetuated the whole shit.
He deserved to get the shit kicked out of him.
Mind you, he was having a shitty game.
Yep.
5 sacks, 4 picks. There's 10 seconds. There's less than 10 seconds left in the game. Like, essentially, he had motive. He was frustrated as hell.
At what point is the NFL
average as a quarterback? Average?
No.
Who, Mason?
Mm-hmm.
Kaepernick is better than Mason.
I'm trying to make a point. Would you consider him average as a quarterback?
He's so far has been below average.
Below average?
Yes.
What did we learn about the average white man in this country? Them niggas think they better than what they are, most things, right? So he probably couldn't understand, why am I having a bad game?
You starting on third base instead of first base. You think you hit a triple. Simple as that. You know, so I get it. And then, when you were quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the most storied franchises in the history of the NFL, and you're doing this on national TV.
Prime time game.
Yeah, and you know, it's nothing but niggas across from you, and all you see is Tommy Lauren and Trump in your head. Can't lose to these niggas.
And he goes after the person that you know is a gentle giant. So he was probably thinking, homeboy wasn't gonna do shit
Yeah,
to
he
him.
lost it. And I think.
Have you been in a scenario like that where somebody came at you and said, have you been in a scenario like that where one of them did that? I know I have. They look at you and they make an assumption and they go too fucking far and you come back and then it's something that you did wrong.
Patience ain't my strong suit.
But you get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
We've all been in that scenario. The cameraman probably too.
My name's Ken, but yeah.
Well, I know, but you know they come at you and they push and they push and they push and finally you like, fuck it, man, bow, and then it's your fault.
Yep.
And it's your fucking fault. Fuck that dude. I would hit him. I don't even know the little nigga like that, but I got a bat in the trunk. I would hit him.
It wouldn't even been a trunk situation. He'd have got German suplex so fast.
That's right. WWF from Ken.
You stomping this dude in the nuts. You trying to take his helmet off. And all you get is a fine. Everything that he caught, he fucking deserved. Everything that he caught, he fucking deserved.
I don't feel like he got what he.
Man.
I don't think he got what he needed.
He didn't get enough, but I'm saying everything that he caught, he fucking deserved.
How much is the fine?
I don't think has it come. All I know is I read.
I think it's like 250,000, something like that. But I think it's towards the team. I'm not 100% sure, like the individual fines, something like that, like $250,000, some wild shit.
He good. He not missing nothing.
But still, like
a below average quarterback who shouldn't even have a job captured have his job.
Yeah.
And then that situation would have never happened.
Hell no, they would have.
They were like, "Oh, nigga, that was a good set.
Yeah.
You was a little late on that shit.
Better luck next time.
You was a little late on that shit, my nigga. Like, hey,
what we got next?
Last up, The Watchmen.
Shit, nigga.
I still haven't watched it. Do the dance, guys.
Are you calling dance, yo?
I'm calling it dance again. No. You know why? Because everybody isn't as privileged to have all these extra channels.
Nigga.
And I'm waiting on my bays. I'm waiting on my bays, man.
What channel
talk about the shit?
You gonna give me the HBO Go?
Nigga, I got the HBO. The Black as Fuck headquarters got HBO. It got Disney. It got Stars. Nigga, it got motherfucking Netflix. I think it got Hulu from somebody else.
I just need.
I know it's got 2 Amazon Primes.
Yeah, that's my.
I just don't think.
It's got 2 Amazon Primes, nigga.
We should be taking content away when this is.
Wait! I can't wait till I see some shit way before you. And you call for the dance.
I won't.
You called dance once already. We gave you dance earlier. I'm just saying.
Well, what's the point? What's the point of having a dance if we can't use it?
I need to talk about Regina.
This is gonna see how articulate you guys are without spoiling shit.
I'm not.
I like how you trying to flip it.
Yeah. It's about you guys. It's not about me. I'm disenfranchised here.
I'm gonna say this. I tweeted it out. I can't think of 5 actors who are better than Regina King.
Well, she's dope in general. She's so dope.
I watch everything she do. She's one of my favorites. But her presence, every scene she's in, her presence is far and above everyone else's. And she's not even really doing a lot. The one scene when they was in the crypt.
I've only seen 5 minutes.
Of that episode?
Of the entire series.
What? You should be calling for the dance too.
I'm not calling for the dance.
You just don't care.
Listen.
No, I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Well, because you have access.
From the first one, right?
Huh?
Everyone's heard the spoiler alert from the first episode.
No.
We didn't really get into it.
Black Wall Street?
Oh, yeah, no. I heard about that. It's the bombing, the scene that was set.
Yeah.
That's
the show is based in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's the 5 minutes I saw.
That was all the blaze on the Twitters.
Cast is great, right? The cast is great. Regina is really dancing circles around everyone. There's this scene where she's in a crypt talking to an FBI agent who I'm dancing because if I...
No, you can go ahead and do it.
So Silk Spectre
what episode
becomes a FBI agent.
What episode is this?
Silk Spectre.
The first one.
From Watchmen, from the original. Silk Spectre.
Oh.
Owl's girl and Blue Man and Dr. Manhattan's girl. So she's older. This is 30 years later.
Okay.
But she's because Heroes are outlawed. But what happened was all the cops got hit by this white supremacist gang all at the same time while they were at home. They killed a lot of cops. So now all the cops wear masks, so nobody knows who they are or where they go home. But Hero's an outlaw, right? But there's this scene in The Crypt where the chick who plays her, I can't think of her name, she's a good actress. She's really good at what she does. And she talks for like 2 minutes on this dope monologue, talking shit. And Regina the whole time silent. And then she's tried to punk her, and Regina goes, ooh. And it was like, that one thing she did blew this other bitch away. And it was so poignant. You gotta see it, and it's like, damn, she is good.
Have you watched the Watchmen enough?
Just
5 minutes.
Dog, it's dope. It is good. It's I don't think HBO is
And he has
as
access.
good as it is. And you know, I'm not a fan of the movie. Like, it has all
Was it the blue dick?
sensibilities. It has all the sensibilities of the movie and the comic book, but it's different. And they nail it. They nail it.
The blue dick.
The blue dick.
There is a blue
Smurfy.
dick appearance in that same episode.
Oh, it is. Blue dick.
Is it actual blue dick or is it just a dude?
Nah,
No, that's a blue penis.
yeah.
Thank you for.
It was a dildo, but
It's a blue penis,
it
he
was
says.
a big old dildo. But hey, Silk misses it.
Okay.
I just think you guys, that's something you shouldn't miss. That show is good.
I was waiting for it to start, man. I was waiting for it, but just got busy and shit. But I do want to watch that shit.
It's like I get HBO wanted His Dark Motives to be the show to replace Game of Thrones.
How was that?
It's cool. It's like I've seen the movie, so I'm kind of already like I enjoyed the bear parts in the movie, like where whatever the bear's name was. There's certain parts I enjoyed, so I like that they're expanding on the movie and making it more like the books. I believe, so I've never read the books, but they're expanding on it because it's not a movie; it's a season. So I enjoy that. I enjoy because I know parts of what's gonna happen, but I like the expansion. So there's different things that I'm enjoying. But I will say it needs to. It's at 40, and I need it to be at 60. Yeah, it's at 40 miles per hour right now. At first, it started at like 20. Then second episode was like, okay, we're revving it up. So if they keep doing that, by the time we get to episode 3 or 4, it's gonna be full blown. It's gonna be where I think they think it is. Whereas Watchmen out the gate, just good. So.
How many episodes of it?
How many are in? Because I saw the first one.
I think
They're on 3 now, right?
3?
Episode 4 comes out tonight. 6 o'clock.
Well, shit.
And then
Might be a watch party.
my His Dark Materials comes out Monday. Yeah, I don't think
It's Dark Matter, right?
No, I think it's His Dark Materials. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just checking.
I could be wrong, but I think I'm right.
I've been meaning to see it. It's just one of those things where I've been working so much and acquiring a password, you know.
I think His Dark Materials would be better streamed all at once. Like it's one of those things where if it was on Netflix and you got to watch you got to watch every episode all at once, it would probably be
Better for you, huh?
yes. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still good, but it's coming after Watchmen, which is amazing. Like, so that's where my issue is. It's like, because I know they talked about it being the show to replace Game of Thrones, and it.
Because it's a lot of British people in it, so.
I mean, I just think they thought because it was such a popular book, all that good stuff. But Regina King is still in the show.
I love her.
She's in her she's 50 something. She's in her prime.
Is she?
She's
Yes.
57?
Fuck out of here.
Brenda from 227, right? So she's
Bruh, that's crazy. She's Riley. She's Riley.
Riley, Huey.
She's Riley and Huey. Like, yeah.
She was not Homeland. It was the show when she was a cop.
Southland.
Southland. She was good in that. When she was in American Crime Story on ABC, it's it's when they do a different thing every year.
True crime.
Yeah.
True Detective?
No, it's not. Yes, the show was like True Detective, but an anthology show. Same actors, but every year different story. So like first season she was a Muslim woman. Second season she was a rich black lady whose son was accused of doing a crime. Like it only lasted 2 seasons, but again, she was always the best person.
There's a show on Netflix she's on too.
7 Seconds.
Yeah, she's good man.
They canceled that, I believe.
Is it canceled? But she was good for one.
She was.
Shit, she was even good as that hood rat in Poetic Justice, nigga. I remember her way back then.
Like everything she's done. There was a couple scenes in Watchmen where I thought of Boys in the Hood. I was like, there she go. I was like, but I think she's not getting enough credit for what she's doing.
She probably get a Lifetime Achievement Award from the NAACP or something.
Oh yeah, you just got to make sure you preface that with the NAACP.
She need more than
Yeah, you gonna have that.
National Advancement of them colored folk.
All right, gentlemen, we are done with episode 4.
Wow.
Twitter, Instagram, BLACKAF. Moonshine TV on Facebook. Again, to my left. I'm just gonna hold it here and see if.
No, see, don't do that. Don't do implications. Let me go off of Phil.
Didn't say anything.
I know, but you're saying I'm gonna hold it here, like that's a cue. I get it.
No.
Just do the thing. It's always works.
It's the exact
Just.
opposite of a cue.
Wow. Do you know what a cue is?
Apparently not.
Listen. Wow, that's really aggressive. One.
I really want to know.
You just call him aggressive. You just going.
Well, I'm waiting for him to announce because I have a thing in my mind.
To my left. Everybody, Redo.
You're such an asshole.
It feels better that way.
So unnecessary.
No, it feels better.
And I guess to my left, Mr. Pumper.
Nigga, ain't no Mr. Niggas know me. They know who I am, man. Brian Pumper. Is that nigga still out? He's still doing
We don't know who he's doing.
He's doing something.
He's doing something.
And he's always doing someone.
You mean Chain wasn't real either.
No.
That's it. Thank you. Good night.
This is Black as Fuck.